What's up, guys? I'm Notorious.
And I'm the cat
And this is Good Advice.
from Bad People.
So, Cat, 2020, man.
Man, it's been a hell of a year.
What are we going to do about this? I mean, we're still dealing with COVID.
Yeah, and I'm the cat.
We're still not
COVID's
even
just
getting
gonna
anywhere with
ruin
it. We still can't even get people to social distance properly.
Let alone wear masks and stuff. Man, I gotta wear a mask at work. I was an essential employee, man. I worked the whole COVID, and we weren't wearing masks back then, so it's like I'm a little worried still. And you can't even get a COVID test easy, but you had one, right?
yeah, yeah. I was fortunate enough to get to experience a COVID test. So let me tell you, that was not enjoyable. I would highly suggest doing the right thing and social distancing and wearing a mask so you don't have to go through that. They basically take a 6-inch Q-tip and touch your brain with it through your nose. It's not fun at all, and not just one nostril. They have to go through. They have to do it through both.
Oh, both.
Yeah, not just one side. You get it done on both.
Dude,
I
did they like strap you down for that? How do you not? What?
Yeah, no. I'm telling you, I'll never forget this. The lady looked at me and she said, "Now I'm gonna need you to hold still because I have to break through this barrier." And about that time, I felt this pop, and oh my God, was it horrible? It's absolutely horrible.
Dude, I might have just fainted right there.
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to punch an old lady as bad as that sounds. Like the only reason I wanted to punch her is because she's the one that did it. She was standing there, so I mean, wasn't because she's just because it was the one who did it. God, it hurt. It's awful.
Do you think that's why they have 80-year-old ladies doing that? So that you don't want to actually hit them?
I mean, that would be the smart decision. I would do that because had it been, you know, maybe a man, even if it was an old man, it may have swung still. No, no, not
I,
really.
I don't know, man. My fight or flight response would be kicking in so hard. I don't know if I would run with that Q-tip sticking out my brain or if I would try to fight the whole office down.
Oh no, it was yeah, it was not enjoyable. But I'm gonna tell you, I seen there were some elderly people in line getting the COVID test, and they took it better than I did. It's no
Well,
joke.
yeah, dude. They're in the like, dude. Those old people, man. They're like scared for their lives. Like straight up. Like that's like the demographic where like if you get COVID, you're dead, basically. You know.
Well, the age on that's dropping more and more every time it mutates. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Dude, there's even so like in my hometown, like where I live, there's a 7-year-old girl who's got COVID on the respirator in the hospital, like fighting for her life.
That's horrible.
Like, yeah, fighting for her life. I think that's like the youngest case, at least in my hometown.
I know that what is it? The second wave, basically this time around, that's what's wore us out around here. Is nobody nobody took it serious because that first time we didn't have hardly any cases at all, and this second wave came in, and every day there's more and more.
Yeah, but like don't you live in an area where there's like a beach?
No, not
Oh
at all.
no.
No,
Oh yeah, you're right.
I live
But
near I live near a nasty river, if you want to count
hey
that as
man,
a beach.
there you go.
not.
See, I kept seeing all on the news, like basically spring break, dude. Like everyone went to spring break. Nobody, and that was like at the height of the coronavirus too. Everyone went to spring break and they just like brought it all back. Everyone
Oh
got
yeah,
together.
everybody went on
Yeah.
vacation and was like, "Oh, we're good," and then came back and are now like, "Oh, this was not a good idea at all." I mean, even people who are like, "COVID's not real," are now like, "Oh man, I have COVID. What do I do?" And it's like, you should have put a mask on. I was wearing a mask 2 weeks before 2 weeks before the CDC said to wear a mask. I was already wearing a mask at work every day.
I remember that. You sent me one in the mail or something.
Yep, every day, every single day, and it's because I don't know, man. I knew, I just knew
Yeah, it got bad quick.
real
People
quick.
like just kind of started dropping like,
Yeah,
and the next thing you know, it's like it's mandatory. Like
yeah,
at least my county, you're
and
wearing a mask.
yeah. Well, in my state, in my state and the state next to me, to enter any business, you have to wear a mask. And the state that I live in has reissued the stay-at-home order.
Really?
Yep,
Wow.
yep. So it's actually starting to get bad here again, like real bad. I mean, I
Man,
was
okay.
quarantined for like a week because of it,
Y-
not knowing. Like, I was quarantined in my house for an entire week. It's been amazing. It's been a great time. I've caught up on sleep. You know, that's been nice, not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you got back to a normal sleep schedule. There
Yeah,
you go.
unfortunately, I have to go right back and change it to another unnormal sleep schedule because, I work nights, so be
Yeah,
going back to that soon.
that'll be fun.
Yeah, well, at least I feel like I'm not a zombie currently. That's nice.
Hey, dude, anything's better than nothing.
No COVID and not a zombie. We got goals
Yeah.
out here.
I mean, like, did you hear the other day? Speaking of like zombies, okay, they found a squirrel in Colorado. It has the bubonic plague. I'm talking the old school shit, like bubonic plague. We've had murder hornets, and now we got bubonic plague squirrels, which is a total like metal band if you're gonna take. But uh,
Listen, I pick killer hornets.
you thinking killer hornets are worse than a bubonic plague squirrel?
Listen, my money is on those killer hornets. The reason being is because there is a antibiotic, vaccine, whatever,
Yeah.
for the bubonic plague.
Uh
There
huh.
is no cure for being stung to death. Like, there's no cure, there's no revive. This isn't Final Fantasy VII. This isn't League of Legends where after 7 seconds you revive. There's no comebacks. We can't come. That's it. It's over. GG. Killer
Dude,
Hornets win.
nah. You can hit a killer hornet with a freaking bat. You could shoot it with a shotgun. Dude, you could drive through it in a truck. I'm telling you, you could see a killer hornet. Dude, those things are the size of like my hand. Like I'm gonna be seeing that bitch like a quarter mile away. I'm gonna see it forever away, and I'm gonna avoid the killer hornet. But I'm not gonna know if that squirrel over there's got the bubonic plague.
To just shoot them all.
So you're telling me shoot all the squirrels?
I mean, all the squirrels you see. Well,
I
no, you
mean,
probably can't. Not where you live.
yeah,
That's
there
probably
ain't
a
no
bad
way,
idea. Well,
dude.
not only that, but I don't think you can just. I mean, I know where you live, so it's
Yeah,
not like you can just be walking down the road shooting squirrels. I kind of forgot about that.
I
Now I
mean,
live in a more area where you could
rural.
probably get a you could probably get away with doing that.
Listen, I'm not saying the HOA would hate me. I'm just saying they would frown upon it.
Yeah, I mean, they would not. You would not be on their good side. That's for sure. But listen, what's the likelihood of a squirrel attack, honestly.
The
Google that
likely,
right now. Google
I
that
have,
right now. No, you
I
Google.
swear to you,
You Google that
squirrels
right
are
now.
vicious.
You Google that right now, and you tell me what the the amount of squirrel-related attacks each year are.
Okay, are you ready for this?
Yes.
Are you ready for this?
Yes. And if it's good, I want you to send it to me. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen so everybody else can see this with us.
I'm just saying that in the New York Times,
Uh-huh.
they're claiming
Uh-huh.
each year there are about 70 reports of squirrel attacks.
Okay, 70 reports. Give me that link.
Okay. Okay, let me do one of these wonderful copy paste things, you know. I'm just saying, dude. I have hunted squirrels for their nuts before, and they are vicious. They will bite the living hell out
Yeah,
of
they will. What is the New York Times right here? All right.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're
Hold on.
gonna
Where's
read
it
that,
at?
and you're
Where's it
gonna
at?
start
Where's it at?
weeping. You're gonna be
Whoa.
so afraid of squirrels after this, homie.
What just happened? It gave me. No, I don't. What is this? This is
I don't know.
not kosher.
I'm not sending you any purpose.
No,
I hope not.
it's telling me that I need to sign in.
That's a little malarkey.
All right. So you said it was what? How many?
70 a year.
70 a year. Now is that a tax or is that deaths?
That's a tax. I'm not gonna lie. I've yet to find a death.
Okay, so you haven't found a death. I just want you to know that there's a 62 death average a year for just bee stings alone. And these aren't the killer ones.
Okay, well then give me the statistics on the killer ones.
Okay.
Maybe the killer ones aren't really killer ones. Maybe it's just like a bad nickname because they're so big. Maybe we should call them fat wasps or something. I don't know. Maybe they're just really lazy and they don't actually kill people on a daily basis. So let's see here. The bubonic plague. See, you're only taking into account 70.
Do you remember what is the killer bee species called? What is it?
It's a freaking murder hornet. That's what they call them. They call them murder hornet. The murder hornet. Okay.
Murder hornet deaths per year. 50, just by them in the United States.
I don't want to hear about the native. Pretty sure.
So
I'm beating you with the 70 attacks.
That's just attacks. Okay, so this doesn't even tell me how many people live. Okay, if any.
If any. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Yeah. So my money is on the murder hornets.
No.
Guys, if you're watching this video, comment below, vote for who you think wins. Killer hornets, murder hornets, or the bubonic plague squirrel. Come on, guys.
And bubonic plague squirrel, it's just going to take the whole world down. I'm talking zombie squirrels, guys.
Zombie squirrels? But they're not zombie squirrels.
I mean,
they're just
it's as close as we're ever going to get.
I mean, I don't know. I thought COVID was pretty close to the way things were looking with COVID, man. At the beginning, I really thought it was the zombie apocalypse. I mean, they were having to put like bodies and stuff in trailers. We couldn't burn them. We couldn't have burials. Like, we couldn't do anything. Couldn't group up. I mean, we got
toilet paper went away.
Like, it was definitely looking like the beginning of an apocalypse. Like, that was.
So.
I was waiting for somebody to like come back from the dead.
So I knew it was bad when the toilet paper went off the shelves, the meat prices tripled, and you couldn't buy vodka. I knew when it was bad.
When there was no liquor. Dude, I remember hearing about people stealing beer.
I
Like
don't understand that.
like
Why
they
would you
they
steal that?
stole like I think it was like 8 32 racks. They loaded them up in a buggy and rolled them out. Who does that? During like that was when like that's all they went in there for. Everybody was in there fighting for toilet paper and hand sanitizer and alcohol, and this man loaded his buggy up with 32 racks of beer, rolled it out, and somebody went out there and said something to him, and he said, "Come stop me, I dare you." Proceeded to load his car and pull off. People are crazy.
That's intense.
I mean, what
Like,
do you do? Yeah, what do you
I
do to
mean,
do with that?
you could be like those Asian guys on top of that gas station a couple of years back with the ARs.
I'm telling you, people were doing that now. They were doing that. Well, they're doing it right now during some unfortunate times that we're dealing with in this world that I'm not getting into.
Yeah, we're they were doing all sorts of stuff, and it's not just here in America. It's
It's
happening
everywhere. It's everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah.
They're having riots in New Delhi, or they had riots in New Delhi. Like,
People are just
it's
rioting everywhere, and I don't want nothing to do with it.
yeah. You know, let's get off of that topic. Let's go to something like really
Murder hornets, I'm still telling you, vote
no
murder.
is
Guys,
uh,
comment below.
no
Murder hornet, vote for the murder hornets.
bubonic plague squirrels. If we get enough comments, I'm making a. All I'm saying, bubonic plague squirrels. So you know what happened this year that we like haven't talked about at all? Brexit. So Britain basically like deuces, see ya to the rest of the European Union, and like everyone just kind of had to go along with it.
I mean, what can you do?
Well, I mean they were doing it for like 3 years. They were working on it, and eventually it just I guess it just passed. I don't know that. See, my question to you is this: does that begin the devaluing of like the European euro?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Like that's a straight up like that's a thinker right there. Because if the European euro starts becoming less valuable, what happened? You've already got plenty of European countries over there that are just like freaking wallowing in debt. America's wallowing in debt too, but like, dude, dude,
We've been there.
Italy.
No,
They just
listen.
went.
No, listen. So, speaking of being in debt, I go to the store, right?
Yeah.
And hand them cash. And they're like, we can't give you back change.
What?
So, you're going to either have to donate it or we're going to put it on like the store's like value shopper card. You know what I'm talking about? Like a
Okay.
rewards
Yeah.
card.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? And they're like, there is a shortage of currency in the Federal Reserve currently.
Wait.
Yes. Yes, sir. And I was like, well, what if I don't plan on shopping here? You're pretty much forcing me to use my money here. And they're like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Yes, apparently there's a shortage in the Federal Reserve in currency currently. And at least around here, and it's in more than one store because I've read they have pieces of paper up at the registers now all stating that there's a shortage and
Okay.
that you either need to use exact change or it will be donated to charity.
So that means gold is probably going to just skyrocket because everyone's pulling their money out of the banks.
Yep.
Man. Okay. So gold, silver, probably platinum. That's probably all just going to skyrocket in the next couple months, huh?
Probably so. I would imagine.
Might have to invest with the little money that I don't have.
Right, with the little money that I currently already don't have, anyways.
Yeah. Because, while everyone's getting a $600 pat on the back for staying at home, you and me are essential workers, and we're sitting there going through we're shoveling through the muck pit just to try to stay breathing.
Man, don't even get me started on that. People making way more money on unemployment than I am as an essential worker. Really just blows my mind is the nicest way I can put that. It's a little on the unfair side, but who said life was fair? Suck it up, buttercup type deal, but it's still a bunch of bullshit.
Like, they made a stimulus package for everyone on unemployment. I totally understand that. Yes, very hard out there. But what about all the people that, like, think about it: nurses, doctors, ER workers, John from the fast food place that all his employees are faking sick and he's the only dude there.
Dude,
they are like being run ragged.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Anybody that was an essential worker, anybody that had to go in during that time, I'm telling you, it was, I mean, trust me. I mean, you worked it too, but I worked it from a different angle. And man, I'm telling you, it was rough. Was still recuperating from it really. And probably will be for the next year, honestly.
You're only thinking it's gonna be a year? I'm thinking it's gonna be like 5.
No, I mean like where I'm like my current work location. I don't mean the country as a whole. I meant like, God, this is gonna be a wild for the country as a whole.
Bro. Oh, dude. How many people lost their jobs?
A lot, and that's really unfortunate. And to anybody who's watching this that has suffered due to COVID, or lost your job or anything like that, my sympathy goes out to you. You know, I wish you the best and hope you get back on your feet because I know it's been a tough time. And I know a lot of people. I actually know some people myself who ended up losing their job. I was fortunate enough, and I know I was just sitting here complaining about being essential and not making enough money when some people have lost their job. But I was fortunate enough to keep mine, so I guess I should really be a little bit more grateful about that, huh?
Yeah, we probably still $600.
I know. I'm still just saying, like the government really just did not do well with that whole.
This year, the government's been winning on many different levels. I'm not sure if they're the right level.
I'm not even going into that on this one. We will definitely save that whole thing for a whole. That'd take like 4 podcasts just to get through.
Oh man. Yeah, I've got some
that for days.
Yeah. One thing I will touch on based on that is Donald Trump has a better Twitter account than I do. He just does. The man has figured it out, I think.
I don't even know. We're not even. Nope. Don't even. You're going to stir the pot pre-hand. Nope. Just leave it alone.
All right.
Shut up. Shut up, cat. Shut up.
All right. So, where we at
you're
now?
Gonna have our comment section down there, fucking people going crazy. You just said his name. That's it. That's all it's gonna take.
Hey man, I'm down. Come holler at me, man. I'd love to hear what you have to think. freaking leave a comment about it.
Look at you.
So, with everything going on this year, it's been a pretty shit year, and
What about some positive things? Tell
yeah.
me some good things that have happened in 2020. Can you think of any off the top of your head?
Well, I was watching some pro gamers, but wait, never mind. That actually wasn't a positive. That was negative.
Oh, you
the
mean
whole
about the
Smash
gamers?
community.
Oh my goodness! The whole Smash community getting shut down. Oh my goodness.
That was funny. That was funny. They're playing Super Smash Bros, man, and now they're basically all pedophiles, right?
Pretty much. From can't say that word. Gotta be careful with that one.
All right.
They're bad people. Yes, they're bad people.
Well, I don't know, man. They definitely made a name for themselves pretty quick. And I'd say if we're looking at positives, though,
is there any?
Well, we didn't go to war. That was how we started the year off. Or if you,
I'm looking for something a little bit more positive than that.
Correctly. We almost went to war because of
that's,
one country
that's
shooting
not
down
even,
another
that's
country's
not even
plane.
a positive. That's almost.
I think it's a positive.
Almost not going to war is not a positive.
Not going to war is a positive. Okay, I guess you're right. I'm pretty sure that they've increased the cleanup on the.
Now you know what a positive was.
What?
You're thinking like too political. I'm talking like
global.
You're thinking just too. Well, I'm talking like Tiger King. That's positive.
Oh gosh. Are you sure that's positive? Because
do you know how why it was? Because it was. Do you know how many memes have come from that? Do you know how much laughter?
Carol Baskin.
Do you know how many Karens have been created because of this?
I love Karen.
Like, this is what I'm talking about. We're talking about something positive that'll put a smile on your face. Trying to keep it lighthearted, not so. Well, we started out strong, and I'm trying to end on a lighthearted note. You're out there still swinging for the damn fence.
Hey, man, I'm a tall guy. I'll be swinging for this fence all damn day.
What else? Tell me something. Tell me something else.
Well, so if we're not going to talk about Tiger King,
you're going to keep it on. You're going to be out here. We should have made you the news reporter.
Listen, I love reporting.
I know.
So I'll tell you what, man. I like the news. If you want to talk about positives, I'll tell you one thing. Now this is back to the global scale, but then like I said, I like the news.
Oh my goodness.
They actually, so Chernobyl, they have been lowering the radioactivity for like the past couple of years, and man, they finally approved a new cap on it. Dude, it's gonna totally help the environment. It's gonna be huge. This will be like one of the biggest things that will have happened in that area for like the last 50 years. Like, straight up. I just learned about it the other day, actually.
Mr. News. Sorry, I was reading something.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, I know, at least in my life, positive things that's happened is I got a freaking truck.
Truck cat.
Yeah, truck cat.
That's what we should just called you. You should just came out with truck cat.
Truck cat riding down the street in the truck. I'm telling you, if anyone is looking for a truck, Ford Rangers and S10s, Chevy S10s are super cheap.
I think it's time we turn it in for this episode. What do you think, Kat?
Oh, I'm down. It's time to go hit the road in the truck.
Good time to go hit the road in the truck. Alright, guys. Well, if you enjoyed this, leave us a comment below. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notifications and give us a thumbs up. We'd greatly appreciate it.